Boosted is kind of changing the world of electric vehicles, but in an unconventional way. 50% of all trips that people take in cars are under 5 miles, and that's 25% of all commutes.
The Boosted board really we see as our first product. We really think that this powertrain can allow us to reimagine what a vehicle can be.
So we started with something that's already really efficient. And then you use really efficient motors and really efficient batteries, and you design the electronics and the software really well, then you get basically the lightest electric vehicle that's ever been made. So the last mile of transportation is this huge problem that hasn't been solved yet. Once you get off of a public transit system, whether it's a bus or a train or anything else, how do you get along that last mile to your destination? So what Boosted Boards does is it gives you a really portable vehicle that you can use in conjunction with public transit.
A normal longboard weighs about 8 pounds, and on our prototype boards we've added only 4 pounds. And we have a 6-mile range and a 20-mile-an-hour top speed, and we can climb hills. A couple years ago that would have been completely unheard of. But with that we've added regenerative braking, so not only can you stop easily, but you recharge the battery when you do it.
Right now we have some awesome partnerships. We're working with one of the best longboarding companies in the world, Loaded. And the idea behind that was we want to start with really great stuff.
We felt that it was important to keep this accessible to many people. Longboarding is actually closer to snowboarding and to surfing. We're taking that niche market of longboarders and being able to expand it so that it's easier for people to learn.
One of our mentors is the former director of engineering at Tesla. Having those mentors is really key because the experience that they have in actually bringing something to market makes it way, way easier to avoid a lot of the mistakes that most hardware companies do when they're first starting out.
I'm really excited about the idea of good electric transportation. I don't think the world has seen how good it actually can be. Right now, we're trying to make the best electric longboard that has ever been invented.
This isn't an easy task. It's a hardware product. It's really expensive to make it. It's really expensive to get all the bugs worked out and develop on it. And so it's something that we're really passionate about, but we need more resources. So that's where Kickstarter comes in. If we can get people to back the project and we can get the resources behind us, then we can deliver something really awesome to them, and we can make a big impact in our community in the world of transportation.
The M1 is the easiest to use and most intuitive electric skateboard ever created. This new emerging market, lightweight electric skates under 15 pounds, is a pretty exciting new frontier. It transforms your errands on a weekend or running to this corner store to pick up vegetables into an activity that you look forward to. You do all the exact same things that you do on a traditional longboard skateboard, except now you've got the power to go up a hill at 20 miles an hour. We've actually put a motor inside the wheel of a skateboard. This has allowed us to create a powered skateboard that feels smooth, intuitive, and makes the M1 amazingly easy to use, yet powerful. Instead of having a motor outside of the wheel that turns a belt, and then that belt turns a gear, and then that gear turns a wheel, everything's already been integrated inside the wheel itself. So one, it looks really clean, but two, because there's nothing that's binding the wheel up, once you hit your top speed, you just glide and you get that coast. The M1 is the first board on the market with swappable battery packs. And what this means is that you essentially have unlimited range. As soon as you start to run low on one battery, you can just swap out the old for the new. In keeping with Inboard's future-forward product design, we've integrated LED lights into the nose and the tail of the board. These hyper-bright LEDs not only increase visibility for the rider, but also allow the rider to be seen when skating busy city streets and intersections.
To shred your streets like a snowboard, you just need to bring everything you've learned on the mountain to the pavement. But anyone can learn to ride the Leaf, especially if you know how to skateboard. The Leaf brings the energy of the mountain slope to the streets through 2 powered wheels on the bottom center of the board. The 4 blue edge wheels are a little bit higher off the ground, which makes them behave like edges on a snowboard. The power from the center wheels and the steering and braking from the blue edge wheels is what makes the snowboard experience possible. Check out how Josh is sliding down the street and keeping the front edge wheels up off the ground. In snowboarding, you always have to keep your downhill edge or front edge up off the ground. With the Leaf, any direction can be downhill, so you just need to remember to always keep your front edge wheels up off the ground. Now, if your front edge wheels do touch the ground, then the board will stop quickly and you'll have to jump off. Practice jumping off or bailing out before you ride so that you can easily jump off and try again whenever you get uncomfortable. This is a great slide. Josh is keeping his front edge wheels up off the ground and his weight over his back edge wheels, keeping them sliding on the ground. Now your back edge is your safe zone, and if you always keep your weight over your back edge, then it's very difficult to catch a front edge. The secret to learning the Leaf is to truly visualize the snow underneath you. Now, I know you're a rational human being and your brain will be fighting this, but once you can truly visualize the pavement as snow, then your snowboarding mechanics and muscle memory will just magically take over and you'll be shredding your streets. So far, every snowboarder that's tried the Leaf has started tying slides together in less than 3 battery charges. However, we've even had a few beta riders that have never snowboarded before, and they learned to snowboard on the Leaf in just a few sessions. I hope this video was helpful, but we want to hear about your experience on the Leaf. So take lots of videos and share your best shots with us, and we'll feature them on the Leaf Tech Videos site.
Introducing Blink Light electric skateboard, not a longboard. Here it is on some wood chips. What do you get in the box? You get a user manual, a charger, and a remote, and of course the skateboard. Easy enough. 7.7 pounds, it's the lightest electric skateboard in the world. And a hub motor, so the motor's inside the wheel, no belts. So make sure your board is on, open the Acton app, press the Bluetooth button, pair with your device. Super easy. It does all kinds of things. Changes your mode from beginner to normal to pro. You can have games and track your routes, take photos and share them, check out how far you've gone, lots of stuff. Alright, you got this remote, just make sure your board's on, then switch the remote on. Make sure you're going forward, that's what that F means, the R is reverse. Ease it forward, that's how you go forward. To go in reverse, you just hit that little switch to the R position and then push the toggle forward as you did before, but this time it'll go in reverse because you switched it. Always wear a helmet and make sure it's buckled. And make sure you have people to throw stuff at you. Newspapers are totally coming back. Okay, that guy's not drinking anything, he's faking it. Now to ride, you make sure you lean forward and just ease the throttle carefully, okay? And then pull back to slow down. It's pretty basic. Pretty simple. Oh, okay. And have fun. Get out there and always follow the arrows. Have a good time. Thanks.